Hey, what's up? I'm on the train again. Just did a little review. And I did everything I needed. I was just reflecting this morning. On this day, I made a list of things to do. I did everything I needed to do except for one thing, right? Because it would have had this sort of misrepresentation of my intent around respecting gender roles. You know how it goes. I just want to say this. May 4th, 2022. 4 noon, right? What does it say? Find info on DoD protest of low frequency bandwidth access for commercial use. In the autumn of 2019, there was a proposal by the FCC to make low frequency bandwidth commercially accessible and available for auction. There was a public notice by members of the Department of Defense protesting this. I just want to remind you about the San Diego Water Board. When they had policy changes and they had an open public comment period, and the naval station at San Diego made a public comment response. What did they say? The issue had to do with considerations of governmental immunity and whether to determine it based on the state or based on the federal government. What did they say? What is the cognizable interest? It might have behooved somebody to check that out before the 3-day turnover on the due on documentation for the Dallas Muni bond and the other bonds it was connected to. Ended up swapping out the biography of somebody who was in a command position in the military or another reference point on K-9 cops. Right after I just yesterday did research on the fiduciary responsibility, including in connection with trustees of Express Trust and other kinds of trust. It's very important that these details get worked out. I don't know who thought, as a matter of policy, it was appropriate to do things like simulate service animals as being an appropriate substitute for cleaning up the back end on these electronic and digital accounts that are using pornography, including sexually explicit and sexually violent pornography, including incredibly racist pornography, as some sort of overlay for their, what do they call it? Compensation imaging system? Because what if it means you actually have to be in a state of readiness for some kind of an emergency, including an alleged medical emergency or a pandemic emergency? Where the hell are 10-year-old kids getting fucking hepatitis from, guys?